Alright, so I'm gonna go over today's um, charts and how price action moved around my levels. Alright, so um, pull this up. That's not what I'm looking for. Here we go. Okay, so these were my levels for today. I had a level at 53.40 for a potential buy. It did coincide with NQ, and but I didn't take this trade. Also, VIX was selling off here, started off around 3. I don't think I changed much on the charts when I go into the actual charts. So this is what the levels were looking like. As you can see, NQ came down to this level at 9:30 at the opening and bounced the same time as NQ gave us this alert in our indicator for a inverted hammer. I did see this happening, but I didn't take the trade because I was looking for VIX to come up higher to bounce, not noticing that VIX had already pushed off of its level at 3 a.m. and was determined to go a little lower, much lower to my next level down here, which allowed ES, let me clear, well, which allowed ES to move higher up into the levels that I had around here. Was looking to see if ES can reach 53.77. So that's one trade. It was a very slow grind up. It took about from the open at 9:30 down here. It took about 9, 10, 11, 12, about 3 hours for price to just grind up slowly. So for about 23 points, I didn't take any trades there. I did like how when we came down, we pushed up and we had some strong volume. If we go into the 1 minute, is this my 1 minute? Yes, this is my 1 minute. My 1 minute. If we go to the 1 minute, we had over 10,000 volume here, which caught my interest, and then price broke out of the channel, which I wanted to enter one ES contract here, but I ended up entering one micro contract, and I didn't notice that until later, so I added my actual ES contract down here. So as price was pushing down, I entered about 1.7. It kind of skewed my risk to reward, and I was aiming for my 2-1 level down here, but more importantly I was aiming for a price to try to come back to this level down here if it could. But we first had to deal with my 2-1 level, which coincided with where price pushed up off of. We also was facing this volume that came in that was pretty high, so price needed to get below that. So we had a small minor demand zone. So upon entering here, price moved down towards my direction, but it was fighting this level. It pushed up, and I was close to exiting. It was up about 2 points. My stop loss was about 4.5 to 5 points. But then I saw price strongly start to push down, and I re-entered. I added another ES contract here, so I was in 2 ES contracts and was ready to stop about here. Price pulled up to where my preferred entry was at and started pushing down. I took off one contract here, and then I moved my stop loss to where I had a hiking nicely level on the 1 minute because nothing was developed yet on the 5 minute here. So I put my stop loss right here for this level here, hoping that price would stay below it. Price came and took me out. It coincided with that high volume that I had here. Right, it coincided with that here, came close to it, and then came to it and then reversed down into my 2-1, and then from there price continued much higher back into my stop loss area. I was already out by this time. I was stopped out back to my stop loss area, and then chopped around for a bit. So that was pretty much it for today. I took one trade, but I would say that the trade idea was great, but it was poor management on my end. I What was good about the trade was my entry initially and my stop loss, and also adding into the trade. What was poor about it was the fact that I added the ES contract here instead of just letting the trade play out or adding it when we came here instead, right, and back up. So I added much more risk than I should have added, and I think that's the poor part about it. But um, the good thing about it is just that, like I said, I waited for the channel to break. I waited for a setup that was clean. I waited for volume, and then we also had a double top, which was perfect. So I could have, like I said, entered here. Could have entered around here. I'm gonna stop loss like that, and this would have been a much more preferred move down to my level here. So that's it for today. One trade, but multiple contracts, I would have to say. And I'll come back again tomorrow morning to set up my charts and take my time with how price action works out. I'll do my value area highs and value area lows in the morning as well. That's it. Oh, 6 minutes. Cool.